question. Did real estate agents, mortgage brokers, developers, construction companies, did they all lie to people and falsely instruct people to create the ridiculous housing bubble of 2021, 2022, the incredible run-up of prices that started during COVID and accelerated in 2021 and reached its peak in February, March 2022. That incredible time of multiple bids on everything, of people, real estate agents offering to sell a house. You better get your offers in, and they better be good because we expect there to be 40 of them. And don't even dream about offering at list price. You need to offer way over list price. Yeah, do you remember then? You remember that people would bid like $300,000, $400,000 over list price for a house? That the price of houses in some locations went up 50%. Yeah, 50% in 18 months. Yeah, some parts of Ontario, some parts of British Columbia. Like, I remember people were posting on X that a house in Agassiz sold for the highest price in the history of Agassiz, but that was the highest price by $250,000 from just the previous month. Like, it was just the craziest, nuttiest run-up in the world. Like, absolute bubble, total insanity. We had the same thing in Ontario, completely nuts. People would be buying in small towns, like a small town of Fort Erie, like 50, 60% increases over the course of 18 months. People were just bidding stuff up, flipping houses, minting money, complete insanity, because here's what happened. It's a fever. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay. And it's this insane belief that this incredible, uncontrolled run-up in prices was just gonna keep going, which is nuts. Like, what would have to happen? Like, you'd be selling some totally shit semi in Brampton. If you sold it for $1.6 million in early 2022, that a year later it would be $2.1 million. Like, it's just literally nuts. That whole idea made no sense. So, did realtors create this crazy FOMO? Did developers take advantage of it? Did mortgage brokers go along and say to their clients, hey, and not just mortgage brokers, mortgage specialists. The banks have huge sales forces of commissioned mortgage specialists. Hey, did they all say, yeah, you better buy now? So what happens is the realtors will say, oh yeah, you gotta, if you don't buy now, you'll miss out. If you don't, you'll miss out. You'll never be able to buy in your life. And then mortgage brokers would say, well, I think that real estate agent's probably right. And, we have to figure out a way. You don't really qualify, but if we can get your mom and dad, and maybe both of your mom and dad, it's a couple, so maybe both of your moms and dads, so maybe they can all get HELOCs on their houses and chip in for a bigger down payment, and then we'll use a couple of them as co-signers, okay? Maybe Grandpa's got some money too. Let's think about it, and we're going to find a way to get you this house because we might need for a bunch of co-signers because you don't make enough money technically to afford it. And by the way, mortgage rates were super low. 2021, we were doing 5-year fixed for 1.79 at one point, 1.69. It was insanity, okay? So you could sort of afford it, but we had a stress test at 5.25, so you needed these co-signers to make those numbers work. So did mortgage brokers jump in too and say, hey, I'll figure a way out. We'll just keep talking to your relatives till more people sign up. So were developers crooked about it too? Did they just say, well, looks like they're paying $2 million for a resale house, so we might as well take this house we're building and offer it for $2 million. And there's lineups around the project trying to buy it. Like, we're just selling them like they're candy, okay? With no real thought to whether the price has made any sense or not. I mean, it's a brand new house. There isn't even a tree or a blade of grass. Okay. Like, it's new, but ain't much there. So Was everybody guilty of this? The answer is hell yes. Everyone was guilty. Everyone participated in that madhouse insanity. Like, I have a little bit of innocence on it because I relentlessly told everybody that these prices, you can go back to 2015. I'm telling people the prices are batshit crazy, completely crazy. Doesn't make sense. Something going wrong in Canada about these high house prices. So I can say that I was somebody who made a warning, but vast majority no. The 95% no. Just say, yeah, you better buy now. You'll never get a house. The house will be, that $2 million house will be $4 million in 18 months. So you better jump in. Which made zero sense. Like, it was just completely mathematically ridiculous. But while we're guilty, like hell yes, it doesn't just happen on its own. Like, we just can't, real estate agents just can't talk people into thinking that it's just going to keep going up. You needed a bunch of factors. You needed all of the foreign money that swept into Canada between 2014 and 2018. They all pushed the prices up. You notice they want the foreigners back now, right? You heard about in BC. They want to get all the foreign money back buying houses. But we recognized that we banned it, but it happened. Like, the prices went up. And they didn't really come off. They just stopped going up. That would be about 2018, 2019. They'd actually started to come off just the tiniest bit. Prices were just starting to dip the tiniest bit in 2019. Then boom, COVID happened. Mortgage rates went to the lowest rates in the history of history. Like, there's never been. Who the hell ever heard of a 5-year fix for 1.79? That's just literally nuts. And then the COVID experience got people to thinking, well, I can buy in. I don't need to live in Toronto. I can buy in Peterborough. I could buy in who knows where, and I can work there, and I'll be able to work there forever. Yeah, that didn't really happen. And then, just as it was cooling off, the government brought in the 1.2 million people a year in immigration. Yeah, so yes. Far and away, the government were the idiots in this whole thing. Ridiculous policies. The interest rates didn't have to go to 1.79. That is not necessary to be below inflation. That was crazy. Blame everybody. Blame the Bank of Canada. A bunch of crazy people in hindsight. But yeah, were realtors and mortgage brokers and developers all involved in pushing out absolutely insane prices and encouraging people that if you don't buy now, if you do buy now, in another 2 years, you'll have made $1 million. So let's go. Did they all do that? Did we all do that? Yeah, we did. It's just the truth. But the government's the one who really made it happen.